So, time for important update or thing connected with this kind of tool changer. So, as I put my macro on forum for operating tool changer, and thing is that this one sensor that serves for referencing point according which macro calculates for how much it needs to be rotated. It is very important that sensor is made like that you can adjust it left and right, so you can fine tune locking. So this code works only when sensor is on 100% good spot. So if it's not on good spot, motor will at some tool try to lock, but it is too big. It cannot win Concord, it cannot win the metal because it's only motor. So I was playing with code because I wanted to adjust. As I did not position sensor perfectly on good place, I needed to play with plus and minus, and from 8 tools 7 tools was working okay, but tool number 2, as I chose minus and plus, was vibrating. So, and at the end I was thinking what I was doing. I almost forgot what is in macro. So important thing is, if you have or you want to make this kind of tool changer, you need to put sensor on plate which you can move left or right, and when you press, so when you open Mach 3, you first press reference, and it has same effect as X reference, Z reference, only it works for X axis because tool changer is X axis. So after you press reference, this will become 0. So I will press reference, so, and now this cylinder is on perfect position. So this is inside this plastic slot, plastic disc, in which I made 0.15 millimeter wide slot, and when I press reference, motor rotates this metal cylinder until cylinder is positioned 100% on good place, and from that position macro for controlling operator web script file open. So from that position this macro M6 starts. So all what is written inside is good when sensor is placed on good position. So now it's referenced, and now when I say initialize, this is normal for my controller, and when I say initialize, so turret is locked, and now I will go tool by tool, and motor must not make sound like it's fighting against something. If it's too big load, it will shut down, but if it's load that on edge, he can try to fight against the spring all the time, and this is not good. So this is how it should be. When I select tool number 1, I need to have tool number 1 and tool changer need to, so tool number 1, so motor does not produce any kind of sound, so this is good. This is good. The only thing that I lost synchronization, so need to close this, open again. I was playing 1 hour here with changing macros and values, and I know that it worked everything good, but as I needed to paint tool changer, I needed to move that sensor, and when you move that sensor you need to play for I think 1 hour to adjust it on position where it needs to be. So it's very important that sensor is perfectly positioned. So manual, set home X, set home Z, okay, and now, so currently this is on 0, but I will press reference. So now it's not locked, now it's only in a reference position, and from that position, so from that position where tool changer stopped, macro will make rotation in one side and it will lock for certain value in other side to lock the tool changer. So as I pressed reference, now I need to press initialize, and initialize simulate rotation for tool number 1. So and now I need to say Mach 3 that I am using tool number 1. So currently here does not say anything, but when I press this I need to press tool number 1. So Mach now have information that old tool was tool 0, which does not exist, and this is the reason why you need to initialize, and new tool is tool number 1. So when I press tool number 2, I have information previous tool was tool number 1 and new tool was tool number 2. For example, tool number 8. So new tool is 8 and previous tool was 2, 6. So previous tool was 8 and now new tool is tool number 6. And this is locked, and I do not even need to use this minus and plus. This is for adjusting how hard I want to motor to twist the spring inside of tool changer to lock. So this is very important. So I want to record the sound for every tool, how it's possible to hear when it locks. So this is, it's perfectly locked, motor is not fighting too much, and conclusion is that position of sensor is so important that I cannot describe how it's important.